Common Sense 101. So according to Reid, I'm not black if I don't vote for Kamala Harris. I already heard that same shtick from Joe Biden on the Breakfast Club in 2020. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Now you're doing it with somebody who ain't black, including you, Reid. Both of your parents came here from some foreign African land and met in college, and apparently you're an anchor person. You're not from here. Your parents aren't from here, so you're first generation. Kamala Harris, same thing. Her parents aren't from here. She's Bohemian and freaking Indian and Jamaican. She's not black, but you're passing her off as black. Bro, we know the game. Stop trying to insult my intelligence. It's not gonna freaking work. And black folks are really getting tired of being used by white folks. In the days of slavery, it was for labor. Okay? And a lot of other reasons, but whatever, mostly labor. And now you're just using, this is a Marxist tactic. This is Marxism. This is communism. This is literally what they do. Elevate one culture, which is they've chosen black folks, again, because it's just convenient for these white liberal racist kooks to keep elevating, to keep using black folks for their own personal agendas. This is Marxism. This is communism, bro. Why the hell are there black communists? You know, historically, communists hate black folks, but for some reason, Black Lives Matter and all these other weird organizations and NGOs subscribe to communism and socialism. And they try to get black folks on board with promises of utopian free shit that is never going to materialize. You're going to run out of other people's money. But back to Reid. Bitch, you ain't black. How dare you try to point your ugly fingers in my face and call me out because I'm not voting for the non-black candidate? And by the way, some advice, stop putting your face so close to the camera. You're scaring people. You got a face for radio. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. I'm not voting for any Democrat ever. You are trying to tell black folks who have been suffering under the policies of white liberal Democrats for decades that we do not get a choice. We do not get to have free mind and critical thinking of our own, because you only subscribe to critical race theory, but not critical thinking. That the only choice we have is what you say we have. You're not going to exclude me from my culture and my background. Bitch, I'ma stay black. Are you kidding me? You ain't even black and you trying to call me out because I'm not voting for the candidate that you didn't even support 6 months ago because you were riding with Biden. But now all of a sudden, Kamala is the best thing since neck bones and fried chicken. What is wrong with you? Oh, I know what's wrong with you. You're possessed by these white liberal Democrats who keep do you know they laugh at you behind your back? They think you're hideous. They laugh at you because you're doing their work for them. Who are you going to go to when these white liberals discard you? They will. They discarded Joe Biden, bro. Where do you think you're going to fit in? I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. And neither are black folks who have been truly on the struggle, as you call it, for decades. We have a chance to rise above what you people told us we could never have, like your Messiah, Obama, that you worship and kiss his nasty fungus ass toes. He told us manufacturing's never coming back. You just got to get used to it. we're always gonna need oil from other countries. You just have to get used to it. Jobs ain't never coming back to the U.S. Yeah, they did when Donald Trump was here, and so did car companies who already had gone overseas. See, we saw what 4 years of Trump was like. You dumb bitch. We saw what it was, and now you trying to tell me I didn't see that? Like Obama, you got a business? You didn't build that. Yeah, whatever. Shut up, Slim Slacks. Nobody likes you either. And you ain't from here either. All of you. You all need to be deported. And no, you can't take all the money you stole. We're not voting for you. People have already seen what Democrats do, which is absolutely nothing. You create problems, you gauge the crowd, you see what the citizenry wants, you find the polling, and then you always come up with your sneaky little agendas, and you got an answer to all the problems. It's a Hegelian dialectic, you freaking idiot. We know what it is. We have had decades to figure you people out. You're not going to do this in the information age. We know what you're about. Kamala has no experience. We don't need some witch who has never carried life inside her deciding the fate of children. We don't want her. We don't want any of you. It is time to have something that works for we the people. See, you, Joy, are walking around on that plantation porch with your tap dancing shoes doing whatever your white liberal masses tell you to do. I don't roll like that. I'm not wired that way. And neither are many black men who realize that Kamala Harris jailed and imprisoned thousands of black men on minor drug charges when she was the DA in California. Some of them are still freaking there. She kept them there for years for cheap labor, even when they were supposed to be paroled. Do you think I would cast a vote for that witch? You're not going to be able to pull this okie doke on people. We are well aware of what you're up to. And don't you ever point your ugly fingers at me again and the real black community and tell us that we're not black because we don't want to be under your subjugation anymore. Do you know what a disaster this country would be under Kamala Harris? You don't even begin. You don't want to find out. You need to stop voting race, color, and gender. Do not be a color voter and do not be a vagina voter. It serves no purpose. It's all about the Benjamins, Ilhan Omar. I'm about the money and the security. Two things that American citizens don't have right now. The markets, the housing market is in shambles. Nobody's able to buy a house. Young people are 3, 4, 5, 6 deep in an apartment because they cannot pay the rent. And the rents keep going up. You just keep dumping more and more migrants into this country, and we cannot afford this. Hospital systems are disintegrating because of the volume of individuals who need care, who don't have any freaking money, and that cost comes back to the taxpayers. We know what you're about. We don't want any more of it. You can color and race and identity politics and IPPO bullshit all you want, Joy and Reid. We ain't voting Democrat no more. I never did, but people are getting the hint. So you can save your little insults. I'm always gonna stay black, whether I vote for your shitty candidate or not. And I'm not.